Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my live videos, and today I'm just going to be officially updating you on some more coming latest news now. Man United, Manchester City and quite a few other teams now are in the search for a current left back and maybe are keen to go for a left back in January, but we're going to start with the scenario of Aaron Martin now from Espanyol, because I mentioned Aaron Martin quite a few weeks ago, didn't I? From Espanyol. Reported now Manchester City have expressed a strong interest in Aaron Martin, the current left back, and they're hoping to beat us in the race to the current player, because it come out 2 or 3 weeks ago that we were actually strongly interested in him. It was talks that we potentially had talks over going for a move for Aaron Martin. But reportedly, City have been scouting the player, they've been monitoring the player closely, and it's saying Guardiola could make a move for Aaron Martin in the January window, because obviously, us we're looking for a possible replacement for Luke Shaw at that left back position, because his long term future is uncertain at the moment. And obviously, City, spent a lot of money on fullbacks, in the August window. So in the August window, they spent a lot of money, but one of their summer signs, Benjamin Mendy, is out, and he's set to be out for the majority of the season. He's set to be out for the majority of the season, Benjamin Mendy. So basically, City are looking to replace him at that left back position as well. And City, I've looked at quite a few last, but so Aaron Martin's been mentioned. Reportedly, City have been scouting Aaron Martin. Aaron Martin, who made his international debut in December 2016 as well. He's only been in Espanyol's first team since October 2016, so he's only been in their first team for just over a year now as the current player, and he joined Espanyol's youth set up in 2005. So he has overall, he's risen up the youth system. He's been there, over a decade now as the current player. Also used to playing the reserve team as well. Did the current player. So reportedly, City have been scouting him. Man United had been in talks with him quite a couple of weeks ago as well. But reportedly, City have showed a strong interest in the player, because obviously looking to replace, the injured Benjamin Mendy. But obviously for us, we've looked, City have also looked at another left back. Obviously they've looked at Ryan Bertrand as well. They've looked at another full back of Manchester City. Ryan Bertrand, as I said, City have expressed strong interest in him. Guardiola's been interested in Ryan Bertrand, for quite a few years now from Southampton. He was graduated by Chelsea's youth system. He was at Chelsea, for about a decade. All in all, but he was on loan at quite a few places. But his attacking instinct's good, his defensive distribution is very, very good. His Ryan Bertrand's as well. Ryan Bertrand's defensive distribution is very, very good. Highly experienced as well. He's had fantastic experience, in the Champions League as well as Ryan Bertrand. But yeah, reportedly City are interested in it. Said Guardiola even may make a move for him in January as well. Ryan Bertrand. But Ryan Bertrand, as I said, he began his youth career with Gillingham, joined Chelsea 2005, was graduated by the Chelsea youth system, was at Chelsea about a decade, but he'd been on loan at quite a few teams, made his debut for Chelsea in 2011, scored his made his England international debut in 2012, became the first player to make his Champions League debut in a Champions League final against Bayern Munich, the current player as well. I think he's made over 100 appearances now, and he has been at Southampton, for quite about 2-3 years or something like that now as the current player. So City have expressed a strong interest in him as well. But also reportedly, Man United, we've showed a strong interest, in quite a few fullbacks as well, We've expressed we've expressed a few interest in some left backs as well, because we know Luke Shaw's future is uncertain now with Man United. We don't know what's going to be happening with him. But as it clarified the other day that Mourinho is willing to let, Man United are willing to let Luke Shaw go out on loan in the January transfer window. Obviously, because he knows now he's a fifth choice left back with Man United. We know he's known for injuries. Recovered from long-term injury. And since he's been back, he's hardly featured. He's only played 45 minutes of the Carabao Cup against Burton. Only 3 or 4 minutes of the what is it now? 3 or 4 minutes of the Swansea game as well in the Carabao Cup. Luke Shaw made his international debut in 2014. We purchased him for £29 million Southampton back in 2014, and he did say, it also did mention that Luke Shaw could be keen on reuniting with Pochettino because they worked together at Southampton. Obviously, Luke Shaw and Pochettino worked together at Southampton, before Pochettino went to Tottenham, and they bonded fantastically well together, so they could be set on a reunion. But it did say Man United will let Luke Shaw leave on loan in January. His current contract ends in 2018, but I think he has an option of 1-year extension, which would take it to 2019. Luke Shaw's as well in the current process. Jose Mourinho did give him a criticism last season, especially because we had different players, playing at left back position. He said the other day in the press, he was all over the press, he feels his career could be over after a fallout with Jose Mourinho, but possibly could still have a long-term future with Man United in the process. So we've obviously, we've looked at quite a few left backs. As I said, Danny Rose has been on our agenda as well. Could the potential swap deal between Danny Rose and Luke Shaw if possible? Danny Rose, as I said, he said he was keen on making the move to Old Trafford. He said Mourinho was willing to put a £50 million bidding for him in January. He did say he would turn Chelsea down and prefer the move to Old Trafford, did Danny Rose, as I said. Danny Rose, who's been at Tottenham a decade, we know he's been at quite a few teams on loan. We know he'd been injured for quite a long time as well. So he'd been at Tottenham 10 years. We know he'd been injured for quite a long time. He won the PFA as well as the player, as Danny Rose. He criticised Tottenham for their lack of investment in the window. He wasn't satisfied with the wages he was getting, and that's when, the rumours started, the rumour mill started about Danny Rose coming to United, and then, a few teams had expressed a strong interest in him. But we know he's made over century appearances now for Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, Danny Rose, and he started his career with Leeds United, as we all know as well, Danny Rose. But it did say Danny Rose was keen on the move to Manchester United, but it depends if Man United can do any business with Tottenham and Danny leave it if we had to go for Danny Rose in January as well. Also, another left back's been on our agenda, Kieran Turner as well, but that's also been on Tottenham's agenda as well as Kieran Turner. That broke out in the press a couple of days. The Celtic lad, Kieran Turner, Kieran Turner, very, very good. He's risen up the Celtic youth system very, very well. He's been in the first team, now for quite a few years as Kieran Turner. Fantastic generated left back as well. There's been quite a lot of teams that have been interested in Kieran Turner and Moussa Dembele, but Moussa Dembele is a forward. But Kieran Turner made his international debut in 2016. He's made 8 senior appearances for Scotland as the player, but it may be hard to purchase them too, and it did say it could cost up to the region of £50 million for Moussa Dembele and Kieran Turner. Tottenham had been closely monitoring Kieran Turner as well. But Kieran Turner, as I said, he made 8 appearances for Scotland. Just recently signed a 6-year deal with Celtic as well. Joined the club when he was 7 years old. Made his competitive debut in April 2015 as well. 2015-16, did very, very well. Played in over 30 games. In October 2016, suffered an injury, so that ruled him out for a couple of months. But in August 2017, he was named captain of Celtic as well, was Kieran Turner. But there's been reportedly quite a few teams interested in him as well. It did say Tottenham have showed an interest in Kieran Turner as well. But as I was saying, about the Moussa Dembele situation, guys, I do keep updating you about Moussa Dembele. Yeah, that broke out in the press a couple of days ago that Man United had showed a strong interest in Kieran Turner and Moussa Dembele. There have been quite a few teams tracking Moussa Dembele as well as Kieran Turner. But Moussa Dembele, very, very good. He's got Premier League experience as well as Moussa Dembele. I think, this is his second this is his second season in the process with Celtic, I think it is. You know, he's contracted with Celtic till 2020. He scored 32 goals in all competitions last season as well. He won the domestic treble with Celtic last season as well. You know, he's got now, you know, scoring an hat-trick again in his first ever match against Rangers. He's scoring back-to-back hat-tricks as well in February 2017 as well, the current player. But very, very good indeed, Mustafa. One of the brightest prospects, you know, in Europe is the current player as well. But yeah, he's got experience. You know, he risen up the youth system with Paris Saint-Germain, as I said, the current player. Joined Fulham just the age of 16 or 17 in 2012. You know, became regular for the under-18 teams. You know, won the Premier Academy League in his first season. Then made his senior debut for Fulham in 2013. And, you know, went on till 2016 and scored 19 goals in 64 competitive matches. So he is Premier League experience as well. So there's been quite a few teams, you know, interested in him as well. So, yeah, but as I was saying, yes, Aaron Martin, City reportedly been scouting him on Monday. City had been scouting. I think he's under contract with Espanyol as well until 2020, or is it until 2022 as well, Aaron Martin. But he did come out a couple of weeks ago. Man United had reportedly been interested. Man United had begun talks over potential move for the player. He's under contract 2020 or 2022. It's one of them as well, but he's only been in the Espanyol's first team since October 2016. So he's only been in the first team for over a year. But he joined the youth system in 2005 as well. Did the player, and he's been there quite a lot of years. And I think he joined the reserve team in 2015 time as well. Did the player, but he's only been in the first team since October 2016 as well as the current player. So he made his international debut as well in December 2016. Also, you know, Man United have looked at a few left backs. You know, have also, you know, looked at Ryan Sessegnon before, because we were interested in Ryan Sessegnon during the August window as well, because he's a very, very good player. He's Ryan Sessegnon, and Tottenham had also showed an interest in Ryan Sessegnon during the August window as well. So another left back Tottenham had an interest in during the August window. Tottenham being interested, Man United being interested. I think Tottenham had a £25 million bid turned down for Ryan Sessegnon, but he was, you know, this is his second season now, you know, in the first team with Fulham, because he was fantastic in his debut season last season with Fulham. I think he scored about 7 goals in about 20 odd appearances last season in all competitions. I think for the Fulham as well, but a fantastic player. But he did say Spurs are to maybe go for him in January. You know, Fulham could demand that. They want about £50 million, and that's a lot, you know, for the Championship player. But it'd be good to see how he would perform in the Premier League, Ryan Sessegnon, if he was to come. But he's done absolutely fantastic with Fulham. He signed a 3-year deal, 3-year professional deal back in June with Fulham as well, Ryan Sessegnon. But yeah, he made he broke his Fulham first team. You know, he made his debut against Leyton Orient in the EFL Cup, and played his he made his league debut against Leeds United, and then he scored his first goal for Fulham against Cardiff. You know, the youngest player to score in a Championship match as well, Ryan Sessegnon. But he's risen up the ranks fantastically well. You know, he joined Fulham in 2008, so he's been there nearly 10 years now with Fulham as Ryan Sessegnon, and he joined the under-9 team in 2008, and he's risen up the ranks fantastically well. And, you know, he's risen up the ranks. His defence distribution is very, very good. His attacking instincts very, very good. Is Ryan Sessegnon's as well. But Man United and Spurs have been interested in Ryan Sessegnon as well, especially in the process. As he updated you yesterday, you know, it also broke out in the press that about Dayot Upamecano. I can't pronounce his bloody name. He's an RP Leeds big player. As I said, it's Dayot Upamecano. He's a RP Leeds big player, guys. As I said, reportedly it did say Man United had showed an interest in him. It also said AC Milan had been interested in him. It said Barcelona and Liverpool, yes, had been interested in him as well. But yeah, that's what it broke out in the press yesterday. But he's only been at RP Leipzig since January. He's Dayot Upamecano. Upamecano. He's only been at RP Leipzig since January. January 2017. RP Leipzig, I think, paid I think it was £8 or £10 million for him from Salzburg, and he's got a 4.5 year deal with RP Leipzig. But I think RP Leipzig are in the process of negotiating him a new deal, and reportedly, if Dayot Upamecano, signs this new deal, if he does sign this new deal with RP Leipzig, he will have a release clause of in the region of around about £88 million. Will Dayot Upamecano? He's also represented France from the under 16 level to the under 19 level, as well as the current player, and. Yeah, so very, very good player indeed. But as I said, he won the 2015, he won with France. He won the 2015 UEFA European Under 17 Championship as well. Also was named team in the tournament. Played in all 6 of his country games as well. Did the current player, and he also he played for the France Under 16s team. That finished third in the 2014 Aegon Cup as well. He played in 3 out of 4 of his country's games, and was named the competition's best defender as well. And played for the France Under 17s. Made his debut against Cyprus as well. Did the current player, so he's done very, very well. France, he's represented them from under 16 level, to under 19 level as well. But he's got fantastic style. And, what I mean? I think RP Leipzig are in the process of securing him a new deal. This is due to his potential, his age and stuff like that. They're in the process of trying to secure him a new deal. And if he does sign this new deal, it's reportedly said he will have a release clause of around about £88 million. But it said Liverpool have been he's a centre-back as well. He says Liverpool have been interested in him. Man U have now showed an interest. Man U may go for him in January, but obviously, a team would want to get him, before he signs this new deal. They'd want to purchase him before he signs this new deal, because obviously you'd get him for the cheaper price. But if he does sign this new deal, he could have an £88 million release clause. It says Man U being interested, Barcelona, Liverpool, and AC Milan have been monitoring an interest in Dayot Upamecano as well. And it's on Liverpool's agenda as well in the current process. So, yeah, so anyway, guys, that's everything to update today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe to my channel as always. And take it easy, guys, and I'll see you all later. Bye.